Go ahead, call the HOA. I want witnesses, I said, while Karen's smile turned sharp enough to cut glass. The room went quiet except for her heels clicking like a countdown. She loved power, especially when she thought no one would challenge her. That morning, she posted my name on the community board, claiming I was lowering property value. Neighbors stared. Some smirked. She expected me to shrink. Instead, I smiled back. Calm, patient, dangerous in a way loud people never understand. By lunch, she had emailed everyone screenshots of fake violation notices. She CC'd the entire HOA, adding laughing emojis. She thought humiliation was a weapon. She had no idea I had already requested every HOA record for the last 5 years. If you love powerful stories, you don't want to miss this. But before we continue, tell us where you are watching from. It makes us happy to see how far our stories travel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Karen didn't know those records showed selective fines, secret votes, and one account quietly paying her consulting fees. When I replied, all with documents attached, the thread went silent. Then came the panic. Then came the calls. Then came the first board member resigning before sunset. And I wasn't done, because buried in page 47 was something Karen never thought anyone would read, the clause that would turn her own rules into the reason she would lose everything she built, in front of everyone who once feared her. The emergency HOA meeting was scheduled for 6 p.m. Karen sent the notice marked mandatory, like she was summoning servants, not neighbors. When I walked in, she was already performing fake smile, fake calm, fake authority. A projector displayed my house like it was a crime scene. Dead grass circles highlighted, zoomed in photos of my trash bins. Someone even gasped dramatically. I almost laughed. Today, Karen announced, we restore standards. I raised my hand like we were in school. Quick question, I said sweetly. Should we start with my violations or yours? The room shifted. Her jaw tightened. Excuse me, she snapped. I plugged my flash drive into the projector before she could stop me. Slide 1, her house. Unapproved patio expansion. Slide 2, her pool fence, 2 inches too low. Slide 3, payment logs showing her consulting fee deposits. A board member whispered, "Oh my God." Karen tried laughing. This is fake. I clicked again. Audio played, her voice, joking about raising fines to teach certain people lessons. The room went ice cold. Then came the twist no one expected. The city compliance officer walked in, calm, clipboard in hand. Sorry to interrupt, he said. We received a batch complaint with supporting evidence. Every head slowly turned to Karen. She lunged for the projector cord. Missed. Knocked over her own chair instead. The sound echoed like a gavel. I leaned back, smiling. Karen, I said softly, you really should have read page 47. Neighbors who once avoided eye contact were now recording everything. And right there, in the room she built to control people, Karen realized she wasn't the authority anymore. She was the case study. Karen tried to regain control the only way she knew how, louder, sharper, meaner. This is harassment, she shouted, voice cracking just enough for everyone to hear fear creeping in. The city officer didn't even raise his voice. Ma'am, please sit down. She didn't. Big mistake. He turned the clipboard around. Red tags, inspection failures, unregistered structural work, misuse of HOA funds flagged for review. The words hung in the air like smoke. A neighbor, the same one who used to report everyone's trash cans, slowly lowered her phone and whispered, Karen, is this real? Karen laughed. Too fast, too high. This is political. This is targeted. I stood up, smooth, calm. Targeted? I said. Like selective fines, like secret votes, like emails you forgot never really disappear? Then came the second twist. The HOA treasurer stood, pale, shaking. I already spoke to investigators this morning. The room exploded into whispers. Karen turned to him like betrayal had a sound. You said we were protected, he swallowed. I said you said we were protected. Someone in the back started clapping, slow. Then another, not for me, for the truth finally landing. Karen grabbed her bag like she might run, but the city officer stepped slightly to the side, not blocking her, just reminding her. This wasn't her room anymore. Outside, neighbors who once crossed the street to avoid conflict were standing together, talking, laughing, free. Karen walked past them, smaller with every step, and for the first time, the woman who weaponized rules had to live under them. Please like, comment, and subscribe. By sunrise, Karen's name wasn't on the HOA president plaque anymore. By noon, screenshots were everywhere. Resignation email, investigation notice, board emergency statement. The same neighbors she once controlled were now exchanging information like survivors leaving a storm shelter. But the real ending didn't happen online. It happened 3 weeks later. Auction day. Not foreclosure, worse. Asset seizure tied to the investigation. Legal, public, final. Karen stood across the street in oversized sunglasses, like hiding would rewrite reality. No one mocked her, no one needed to. Silence did what humiliation never could. The irony? The opening bid came from a quiet retired couple she fined for a decorative garden violation 2 years ago. They won. Applause broke out, soft, shocked, then louder. Not cruel, just relieved. Like a long pressure finally releasing from the entire neighborhood. I walked past Karen as the sold sign went up. She looked at me like she wanted to say something, something sharp, something powerful, something that would put the world back where she liked it. Nothing came out. I nodded once. Not victory, not pity, just closure. Because power was never about who shouted the loudest. It was about who could stand still while the truth did the talking. The neighborhood changed after that. Block parties came back, kids played outside again. People waved instead of watching, and every time someone mentioned page 47, they smiled. Please like, comment, and subscribe. What would you have done the moment you realized the rules were never meant to protect you, only to control you? Would you walk away or rewrite the ending yourself?